So, welcome to Miss TBTV. So, as usual, I'm back here at y'all with another word. I've been lately, like I told y'all, um I've been fanning my muse, I guess, and the different Steve Harvey morning shows, and I was listening to this one, and he was telling this story, and he was telling the story about prior to him becoming the Steve Harvey that we all know. And I guess during this time, he was living with his parents. And while he was living with his parents, he said this one particular occasion, he had went to his mother, and he was talking to his mother about, yeah, mom, I'm gonna get this new car, this, that, thus, and so. And so he was saying that his mother said, yeah, okay. She's saying to him, but you got that other car out there in the driveway on them blocks. So he said, little time passed, he came back, and he said to his mother again, yeah, ma, I'm gonna get this new car. I'm getting me a car. This, that, doesn't so. He said his mama said, yeah, okay. But you got that other car out there in that driveway on them blocks. So a little more time passed by. He said he came back again, and he said it to his mother, yeah, ma, I'm gonna get this new car. And so he said, his mama said again, yeah, okay, I hear you, but you got that other car out there in the driveway on those blocks. So he said it started kind of bugging him. It was like it was getting on his nerves a little bit, because he was like, damn, every time I keep on coming trying to talk to her about the fact that I'm getting a new car, she keep on talking to me about this old car that's sitting out in the driveway on these center blocks. He was like, it was getting on his nerves. So he decided, I'm gonna go ask her why she keep on saying this to me. So he said he went to his mother and he said, Ma, why you keep on, every time I keep on trying to talk to you about the fact that I'm gonna get a new car, you keep saying to me, telling me that I got this old car, out here in the driveway on these old blocks. Why you keep saying that? And so he said, his mother said to him, because I'm trying to figure out if you gonna get a new car, where you gonna put where you gonna put it at? We only have so much room, you know what I'm saying? Basically around their house, they got their driveway and whatever little space that they had. So she trying to figure out if you got this old car sitting out here in the driveway on these center blocks that's been sitting out here for however many years, and now you talking about you gonna get another car. I'm trying to figure out where you gonna put it at. And he said his mama just walked away. So he said he's standing there and it made him think. He said he thinking, now I'm thinking the whole time I'm listening to this. I'm thinking. And all my brain kept on saying to me, I see where she coming from. I see where she coming from. She telling him, you gotta make room. Good morning, Blackie. Good morning, Angelina. Good morning, Haley. She's saying you gotta make room. So he said he said it's just brewing in his brain what his mama done said. You know what I'm saying? It's just brewing. And so, good morning, Seabuck, Baggy Dog. Good morning, Isan. And so he said that he decided, let me get out here in this driveway. Let me get out here in this driveway. Let me clear this driveway out. He said, so he had a friend that had a tow truck. Good morning, Lisa. Good morning, Seabuck. He said he had a friend that had a tow truck. So he had his friends to, good morning. Thank you so much, Sergio. I appreciate you. And he had his friend to come tow the truck out of the driveway. And he said, you said, can I say my name? My name is Takita. Good morning. Everybody call me Kita though. And good morning, Ingram. He said he had his friend to come take the car out the driveway. And he said he moved the cinder blocks from out of the driveway. And he said it was a lot of debris and everything that had built up under this car. Because it's been out there for some years, I guess. So he said he cleared out the driveway. He says daddy ended up coming and looking like, oh, dang, this look good. You know what I'm saying? The driveway looked clear because they hadn't seen the driveway looking clear like this for years. So he said maybe 2 weeks after he cleared out the driveway, didn't he end up getting a new car? Then he said, because he had been saying for the longest to his mother, to his father, I'm getting a new car, I'm getting a new car, I'm getting a new car, I'm getting a new car. But he had this old car sitting in the driveway blocking up the space. Thank you so much. Good morning, Laria. And so, but 2 weeks after he cleared out the space, miraculously, like magic, and I'm just this is just me. Here come a new car. He said that wasn't no spanking brand new car. It was a new used car. It was new to him. He said, but as soon as he freed up the space, now all of a sudden the car came to him. So again, he started making the reference to, that's just like when people will keep on saying, yeah, I want a new man. I want a new man. I want a better relationship. I want a new relationship. I mean, I'm tired of this old situation. I'm tired, he ain't doing me right or this or that, whatever. He said, how you gonna get a new man when you still got the same one that's sitting up here? He's sitting up in the driveway. He living up in the house. This is who you hanging around with or bringing around. But you gonna get another man. You gonna get somebody else. The whole time I'm listening to this, it just started making me think about different things that done went on in my life, or think different things that I done said, or different things I used to say. Like when he's talking about this relationship. I remember my family, certain ones in particular, they would say, Keto always having a different man. You know what I'm saying? Once I came out of my second divorce and I decided, okay, good morning, Paul. I'm not, I ain't getting married again for a while, but I'm trying to have relationships with people. They would say stuff like, oh yeah, next time she have a different man, or she have a different guy that I'm bringing to an event or something like that. And I let them know, you damn right. You damn right, because I'm not going to sit up here if I'm in something with someone and I can see that this don't look like the person I want to be with, or this situation is not a situation that's working for me, or this man is not the type of man that I really want to be with. I'm not going to continue to let this man, I used to always say, sit and block the view. I'm not going to sit there and let you block the view. Mr. Prince Charming can be on the other side of your Mr. Prince Charming can be there right on the other side of your bump. Mr. Prince Charming could be on the other side of your tag, not helping, or whatever the case. So I'm not going to let you sit there and block the view, and they can't see my cute self because I got you there. You know what I'm saying? Thank you. I'm not going to sit there. We have to make room in our lives for the things that we want. We have to make room in our lives for the blessings that God have for us. You know what I'm saying? You can't keep on saying that you want this, or you're trying to get from that, get to that, and you crowd it up with all of this other stuff. And guess what? Like when they use the word now, like download, that's the new word for, things coming on into you. God cannot download the things into your life that he's trying to download into your life if you already full. Think about that. Because if you're trying to download a new app, go to your app store, go to your Google store on your phone, and you're trying to download something new onto your phone or your device, it's not going to allow you to download it if you don't free up space. Your phone tell you to free up space. Your phone tell you to free up space. Think about that. So if your phone is telling you to free up space in order for it to put something new on it, what do you think that you have to? Thank you so much, Lennon. Thank you. Thank you. If your phone is telling you to free up space for it to put something new or additional onto your phone, you have to do the same thing in your life. You have to free up space in your life in order for new things to come into your life. You know what I'm saying? I'll use another reference. Okay? Free your mind. You hear me? You hear me? I'm going to use another example I used to say. Let's just say you're on a bus. Okay? We're going to use something like the Greyhound. You on the bus and you taking a trip. Now I'm from Detroit. And I want you all to shout out. Let me know. Cleanse. Yes. Let me know where you're from so I can shout you out. I'm on it. Just say hypothetically. I'm on a bus from Detroit to Atlanta. Okay, I get on that Greyhound bus, okay, and I'm using bus. Good morning, Bob. I'm using bus because I feel like that's a pretty good analogy of when you get on that bus from here to Atlanta, is a number of people that have filled up and started on this bus, okay? Good morning. Thank you for subscribing. And any of you, if you're not subscribed to my channel, Miss TBTV, make sure you subscribe so you can get all my lives and check out all my videos and check out my podcast that's on Sundays. Okay? You from Rockford, Illinois. Okay? Shout out to Rockford, Illinois. Shout out, shout out, shout out. So, when you start out on the bus, okay? I'm in Detroit. I got on the bus, hypothetically. The bus was crowded. We all going to Atlanta, okay? Atlanta, Georgia. In that route to Atlanta, Georgia, guess what? It's a number of other people. It could be somebody from Rockford, Illinois, okay? They at their bus station, they waiting, and they got their ticket, and they getting on the bus too. But the bus was full, okay? The bus was full when we left from the station in Detroit. Well, by the time we get to Rockford, there's been a number of stops. This probably was stopped somewhere in Ohio and different places, Indiana, however the route that this bus is taking. Well, when it gets to Illinois, the people in Illinois, they not gonna be able to get on the bus if every seat is already taken. But when the people was buying their tickets, they gave them a ticket. They gave them a ticket. They would not have given them a ticket if they didn't know that people were already gonna get off the bus. Okay? You say, you a girl and you know how you feel. My best friend dated my ex-boyfriend during our relationship. Said that. That's how I go sometimes. That's how I go. But guess what? That person wasn't none of your friend. I'm just gonna tell you that right now. They weren't none of your friend in the first place. So again, that's people like that you need to drop off. You know what I'm saying? He already was dropped off when you stopped dating him, and she needs to be okay. She needs to be dropped off. Now let them get in the same boat. I like to call it that. Now the same boat that you dropped his ass off in, she can get in the same damn boat that he in. Okay, and y'all can roll y'all ass right on together, right on up out of my life. Do you see what I'm saying? Right on up out of your life. That's what we got to do sometimes. Okay. You say you probably won't not make up a cup of tea. Look. I always drink my tea. I love to drink my tea in the morning. But however, again, they would not have been able to sell additional tickets and all the way their whole entire route that it would take to get from Detroit to Atlanta. It's tickets that were sold for different people for all of the stops because it's people that's constantly getting off. And it's people that's always constantly getting on, all the way into the point of when you get to Atlanta. So that's the same thing we got to do in our life. Okay? You got to let some of those people off. You got to drop some of those people off. Okay? And some of them will just drop off on their own for some reason or the other. And guess what? When they drop off, some of those people that drop off, stay off. You got to let them stay off. Because again, it's somebody else. It's something else. It's someplace else that is trying to get on. That's trying to get on in your life. Okay? So if there's something out here that you've been trying to do, that thing is trying to do it. It really is trying to do it, but it can't do it because you ain't freed up enough space. Think about all of the things that we'll talk about that we'll keep on saying, soon as I get time, I'm going to do X, Y, and Z, this and that as soon as I get time. Guess what? You will never end up doing it because guess what? You never seem to get time. But you know why you never seem to get time? Because you're not freeing up any time. We have to free up the time. We have to free up the space. We have to free up, the certain people that we have around us if they're not serving you anymore. And I ain't saying serving you. May I help you? Would you like that? I ain't saying that. Y'all know what I'm talking about. I'm saying that they not serving any type of positive purpose. If the energy that they are bringing around you, if it's peaceful and relaxing and something that will draw good things to you, then let them get the, let them get on. Let them get on. You don't have time for that because if it really is something that you're trying to get to, if you really are trying to level up, if you really are trying to, as they say, you trying to get to that bag, whatever it is that you're trying to do, you really are trying to get this better relationship or bring this. I want to share my life with somebody. I want to be in something with somebody. But you want to bring somebody into mess. You want to bring somebody into nothingness. You want to bring somebody into this whole effed up situation that you got going on. Free the space up, people. Free the space up. We have to free up the space in our life. You know what I'm saying? Free up the time in our life, so that we can get to the things that God wants us to get to. All right. So one more time again. Let me know where y'all from. Let me know where you from so I can shout you out. Also, if you are not subscribed to Miss TBTV, make sure y'all push that subscribe button. Y'all thinking about it. You thinking about it. Okay, then who is she? Who is she? Who was this? I might want to listen to her again. Who is she? Okay. I'm Keita. Okay, I'm Keita, and you are on Miss TBTV. All right. And also, if you like what I was talking about, or anytime you're ever listening to me, if you like something I'm talking about, I appreciate it if you would press that like. Let me know where y'all from. I'm speaking to you all from Detroit. Well, really the outskirts of Detroit. Okay, the outskirts of Detroit. I was born and raised in Detroit, Michigan, but I live like on the outskirts of Detroit now. Me myself. Okay, because I made room in my life. I made room in my life, so then the Lord was able to bring me to the next level. Look, I gotta throw y'all out. Yeah, look what you say. Whoop whoop. Good morning, Lord Beerus. Good morning. Where are you from? It makes me again. I gotta throw it in here again. An example because I'm gonna show you how if you make room or if you put yourself, focus and you believe because making room comes with good morning, Princess Chloe. Making room comes with also having a level of faith, a certain level of faith, and you don't have to have a whole lot because God say all you need is the faith of a mustard seed. All you need, and you understand how small a mustard seed is. All you need is the faith of a mustard seed, and He can work with that. All right. So back some years ago, many years ago, my kids was little. This was in the early 2000s. We ended up in a situation in the neighborhood where I was raising them at. We had been there for at this time we had been there for over 8-9 years, and the neighborhood had started depreciating. When we moved there, good morning, little 16B. Okay, when we moved there, nice neighborhood. But now, okay, we lived at 8 Mile, y'all. We lived at 8 Mile. And now, 7-8 years later, the neighborhood has went down significantly. Okay. And gangs started coming into the area. Good morning. Gangs started coming into the area and things like that. So I knew that, and I was a young mother at this time. I'm like around, I want to say I was around 32, 33. And I'm saying to my kids, we got to get away from here. We got to get away from here. So I had ended up, started to look for me and my kids other places to live, other houses. I put my house on the market or whatever, you know what I'm saying? I had realtors start to come in and look to buy the house, but it wasn't moving quick enough, okay? Because these gangs had ended up coming in and maybe around 50 something gang members charged up into my house while I was at work, and they charged up into my house on my kids. My kids were young then. They were like around, I want to say, I know my youngest son was probably 11 or 12. 11 or 12 years old. And a 20 something year old grown man hit my son in the face. Okay, this is why I'm at work. My kids called me. They screaming and hollering on the phone. This is when Nextel phones were out. They chirping on the phone. Chirp, chirp, chirp. Mama, they screaming. And so one of my bosses, he heard the call and he said, Keita, leave. Go on and leave. He let me leave out of work. I'm working on afternoons. I hurry up, I get on out of there. But by the time I get home, my kids are already contacting my family. But they call my mother and all of them, and my mother and them, they come from where I grew up at. I grew up in the hood, okay? And this is where my mother and them is still at. They come down and they come down with the folks. You hear me? They come down with the folks. And when I say they come down, when they come up there to where we live at, they turned that out. Do you understand me? They turned that out up there. It ended up being a big situation. I mean, a big situation. Do y'all understand me? It was bullets flying, this, that, whatever. And by the time I get to my house, my mother and them just saying, pack up y'all stuff, grab up, whatever y'all can, do whatever y'all can. We had to go. And so, again, I own this house. I got this house on the market, but this whole situation was going slow as far as them getting this house sold. And when that day happened, and my next door neighbors was involved in it too. My next door neighbors to the right of me, their son, I didn't know, had joined this gang, and he was a part of this gang of these boys that charged up in the house on my 3 sons and my 1 daughter while they at home, and done jumped on my kids. And I mean, all my kids say it was running all around our house, everything. Okay, just it was a mess. And I think my oldest was about 15 at the time. Well, I don't have time to wait for this house to sell. Okay, I can try to sell this house or do whatever while we're not here. So I ended up going to this company that helps you to rent your house out. I signed up for it or whatever, and I'm going, and they give you a listing, and you let them know the area is already new instantly. We going to the suburbs. This is what I'm telling my kids. We going to the suburbs. We leaving Detroit. I'm not staying here. I don't have time for this shit. I cannot finish for the rest of the years while I'm trying to raise my kids, and I know they have to be at home in the afternoon. Now they old enough to be at home by themselves, but at the same time, I'm not gonna worry about my kids' safety while I'm at the job. I'm not gonna worry about my kids' safety because it was just me and them. And so I knew I was going to get us to a suburban neighborhood. I knew that that was going to cost me more than what I was already currently paying on my mortgage. I knew all of this, but I did not give a damn. Do y'all understand me? I cared about my kids' safety. So as I'm trying to look for these houses, I'm taking my kids with me. We going to different ones. We see one on the listing. We going. We get there, every time we get there, it's something else that's going on. Maybe, whatever it is that's going on, that I don't end up choosing this house, or we don't end up choosing it, or even maybe the person, they don't choose us as a family. You know what I'm saying? Here come this black lady, she got these 4 kids or whatever. And they say, oh no, well, I'll get back to you, or this or that. And so I'm like, oh my God. And so one day I started crying. I started crying, and I said to my kids, I said, okay, y'all, okay. Listen to me. I sat them down in the living room. I said, listen to me, y'all. Listen to me. Okay, because it was a number of things that was going on that was kind of hindering the situation too. And I said to them, I said, I promise to y'all. I promise to y'all, because this is about me having faith. I said, I promise to y'all, I'm getting y'all out of here. Because I knew that they was nervous about being in this house. We had stayed away from our house for 2, 3 weeks while when the situation first jumped off, but we had to come back. We couldn't continue to stay there because what we were staying at, it wasn't the best situation. It wasn't the best situation for me and my kids, so we had to come back to our house. But I'm not lying. We came back with a degree of fear. You know what I'm saying? I'm nervous. And so I told them, I said, I don't care what I have to do. I don't care if I have to let this house go. Okay, so that's about, we got to make room. I don't give a damn if I got to let this house go. I'll let this house go altogether in order for me to get us to somewhere better. So y'all know what I did? I decided, bump it. I'm not going to worry about keep on trying to get people to come look at this house. I'm not going to worry about keep on trying to do all these different things to upgrade this house. Other additional things. I'm not going to worry about it. You hear me? Good morning, Ken. Good morning. Good morning. I ain't seen you in a while. And this one lady that said, I'll get back to you. I already, she said that she already had somebody that she was renting, that she was going to rent this house to, because I got to go rent now because I'm on it. I'm moving quickly. I don't even have time to try to buy another house. I didn't even have time to try to buy another house. I got to go and I got to be a renter because I'm trying to get to my kids to safety. And so I ended up seeing this lady. This lady said that she already had the house rented out to somebody. Okay. You say, actually, it's 8 mile PM here. You say you got a foreign audience. Wow. Okay. Yeah. See, because it's 10:05 here. It's 10:05 a.m. And I said to I ended up calling the lady back because I seen the lady house back on the listing about 3 or 4 days later, and she told me she had already rented it to somebody, because I guess maybe, I don't know, maybe she didn't want me and my kids. I don't know what the case may be, but I like the house, I like the block, I like the neighborhood or whatever, and I already done made up my mind that I ain't gonna worry about whether or not if I can buy another house, and I'm not gonna worry about whether or not if I can I'm not gonna worry about whether or not if I can even sell this house. The number one priority is getting us somewhere to safety. I called that lady back, and that lady had said a certain amount of rent that she was charging. Okay. Again, I'm gonna show y'all how freeing up space can draw whatever to you. When I called that lady back after a couple of days, after she already said that it was renting her house out, when I called her back, not only did she go on and tell me, yeah, now that lady told me yes. That lady charged me $100 less on the rent. I ended up living in that lady's house for 8 years. 2 years after I was in her house, that lady lowered her rent down $200 more. Okay, because she did not want me to leave her house. Do you see what I'm saying? This is how freeing up space in your life can constantly start bringing blessings into your life. Free up space, y'all. Free up space. All right. I'm about to get off here because I'm sitting here working on my books, y'all. I'm going to get at y'all about that later. I'm actually an author too. So I'm publishing five different things. Okay, one already been out and four are new. But I'm sitting here finishing up my publishing, and I'll let y'all know about that later. But as always, I like to wish you all a blessed day, a safe day. And if you out here traveling, I like to wish you all safe travels. And what's up? Man, what's up? What's up again? What's up? Kim, one of my subscribers that's been here for a little minute. What's up? How you all doing? How are you and your family? How are you and your family, right quick? Just want to check on you. I appreciate you. Appreciate you always tapping in with me. All right, everybody. All right. I got to get back to it because I got a lot of runs I got to do today. I'll talk to you all later.